Ladies and gentlemen, we have got quite the update here, guys. A surprise blog post update here, as you can see, with the preview of 2023 Part 2 Siege on the Battle World. So, I mean, this has been a long, anticipated blog post, but it was a little bit later because we assumed that there's going to be some big changes coming. And thankfully, guys, there's tons and tons of information. We're just going to quickly skim through, but I highly urge you guys to definitely check out this blog post because there's lots of information. And as well, as you can see, giving us a sneak peek of what's coming to the game for the next 6 to 9 months. So definitely super exciting to check out for sure. There's new game modes, the announcement here of Dark Dimension 7, as well as some big notable updates here. As you can see, they're really listening to the feedback, really trying to take in the fact that they're reducing hoarding events, improving the new player's ability. I think this is huge because for folks that have been playing the game longer, obviously there's been more opportunities for the players that have been heavily investing in their roster as opposed to new players coming into the game. They're designing better event difficulties so that way players are going to feel successful as opposed to being overwhelmed, and I really like that feedback for sure. Obviously the game stability, reducing bugs, but I really like this point as well, ensuring characters maintaining their valuable usage for that longer period of time as opposed to investing and then no longer using them because they're out of the meta. But really big, guys. So I mean, the really cool thing is they're making big strides here. This was the game's 5th anniversary, but being mindful of the fact that they want to continue going forward. And I love this game. I absolutely love the passion in this community, the strategy involved to be successful. So it's great to see that they're thinking long term. They're not just thinking about this as a one and done and that's it. Tons and tons of potential to grow. Obviously this is a good game. The animation and art are some of the best in the mobile world, and again, I'm a huge fan of the turn-based game, so it's great to see that they do have a plan going forward, and as well taking in more of the player feedback. I think that's the big notable thing that we've seen this year compared to past years, is that they're trying to infuse that fun factor back into the game, but as well being engaged and really having that two-way conversation with the community and being able to reciprocate that change into positive movements and as well as impact to the game. So guys, I'm super excited to bring this to you though. Siege on the Battlefield. So this is kind of the new game setting that they've taken in from the feedback from both Cosmic Crucible, Alliance War. It is going to be a PvE game mode, similar to Raids and Scourges, but it's interesting because of the sense that it's actually an amalgamation of all these different kind of game modes. You'll see that this planet essentially is divided into territories, each ruled by this powerful boss, kind of similar to what we're seeing in Raids. And it looks like we're going to be working together strategically to battle through these sieges one by one. It's really cool because it does last for basically the full week, each zone offering a different set of challenges and rewards. So I'm interested to see what the strategy will be like, if it's going to be like Raids where you have to combat all of them together by that set percentage, or you want to target certain zones and missions for those certain rewards so we can ignore obviously the materials and resources that aren't as valuable. But either way, anytime that there's a new game mode and there's coordination, I'm super excited by that fact, and I love how they've been taking in that feedback to try to add this new exciting fresh game mode. 6 days though, I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty long. They might have to adjust accordingly. We'll see how it goes. There's obviously some early designs here, but again, keep in mind this is the next 6 to 8 months, right? So there's tons and tons of time to take in feedback for the content creators as well as the envoys to test this out, hopefully. But this is a really cool idea. I love this factor of autonomy and almost kind of elevating Raids to another level, especially adding that boss component there. Announcement, guys. So if you have been following on Twitter and X, there was the tweet here actually of NIGHTCRAWLER coming. He's now categorized as a non-legendary, but what's gonna be exciting about this is I secretly hope that it's gonna be similar to what we've seen with the Sinister Six, where they reworked a bunch of different characters and teams, and by doing so they're gonna have that opportunity to revitalize and bring back a lot of characters that were not just simply follow the meta or stat creeped. Obviously this is huge. They gave us some concept art here, but this is going to be the Extreme X-Men team, so it's going to be very interesting what they turn out to be. Could this be alluding to Professor X coming into the game as well? I definitely think so, but more information to come later this week, guys, so super exciting. A huge shout out as well to the first player choice poll. As if you recall, that was Silver Surfer coming in the form of the symbiote. I mean, just look at this. This is absolutely beautiful graphic right here. And I'm very excited to see what this is going to be doing to the game. But as well, they seem to be data mined to be the next bio raid team. So it's going to be interesting to see how their synergy works. I hope definitely value put into the previous bio characters that are in symbiotes. They're going to get some love there. But just beautiful graphics here. I cannot wait to see the animation on this character. Definitely exciting times. We got another game mode coming, so 2-in-1 here. It's gonna be similar to Avengers Tower and Sword, except with a little bit more elevation here in terms of the strategy, right? It looks like there isn't really gonna be a way to reset here, so if you do end up failing in your run, you have to start off from the initial level, so just something to be mindful of. And the other cool mechanic I think I read earlier was that it's only the usage of 3 characters on your team as opposed to 5, so just something to be mindful of, right? It looks like you can't heal between the floors, and then you're gonna have to be bringing these characters higher and higher, so it's gonna be interesting to have that theory crafting aspect. There's no save points between the floors, so I hope there's at least a retry or something to back out so it doesn't save. It'll be interesting to see how that comes, but I mean, either way, super exciting. And this is coming pretty shortly here, actually. We don't really have a timeline yet on the Siege, but this January 2024 is coming for this new game mode being called Escape from Kylan. So definitely sounds exciting. We got the announcement here finally of Dark Dimension 7. We got this alluded to, through different game modes already with Mephisto. But yes, we know his skin was already in the game, and they've been kind of hinting with his introductions throughout the different events. But great to see this confirmation finally. It just feels like I wrapped up the Dark Dimension 6 first run and still going through the second run right now. So great to see. Something interesting to note here, though, they did change the requirements actually a little bit now, so something to be mindful of to this addition of this mythic category here, right? And if you're wondering what the mythic characters are, they do actually have it labeled. Basically any character that was actually unlocked through Dark Dimension or an exclusive character here. So as you can see, the majority of them, Kestrel is that weird addition just because they're going to be actually adding her as a reward in Dark Dimension. So something to be mindful of. Kestrel being added is just going to be better for the free-to-play community, just to get access to a powerful character early on, especially with her being part of the Pegasus meta team for tech incursion rates. Quality of life improvements, yeah, they added a bunch of UI updates here as well. Just go through it at your own pace, guys. We also have some website improvements here, just supporting new game content, but as well, yeah, they're always taking a look at redesigning and adding and streamlining some different features here. So you can see the website's changed quite a bit, but I do like the customization now, and they're really focused on making it easier for players to find alliances to their playstyle. So I think they added different parameters here. You can actually take a look at what's your style: casual, competitive, what's your wartime zone, league, and what's your progress for doom and raid. So I think this is going to really be helpful for especially alliance leaders and captains to utilize this. I know we definitely most certainly will, but yeah, great to see that kind of value add there just to make it easier for us, especially with turnover. These updates, the majority of them coming in April, guys. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly rip through it for you guys in case you didn't want to read it, but definitely tons and tons of information. I'm sure we can get more details as well as how they're going to redesign Scourges, but always exciting, guys. I'm very excited for the future of this game. There's tons of updates always constantly happening, so do appreciate your guys' time. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you're a big fan of these updates or not. Thank you as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.